Who's Megan?
Hi, I'm Emily. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So Megan, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a freshman at Marist College and I'm studying athletic training. I grew up in the city of Boston, but in a very family-oriented, friendly neighborhood. I began babysitting at the age of 12 because I just love being around kids. And my friends always tell me that out of our group of friends, I'm the one who's most likely to be a mom. I also tutored a lot throughout high school. I really just enjoy helping younger kids grasp educational concepts such as math and languages in particular. And when I was about 10 or 11, my older sister and I used to invite our neighbors over who were about 5 and 7, and we'd play school with them. And I would teach one of them math and English, and my sister would teach the other one history and science, and then we'd switch, and I just loved it so much. And when I began babysitting for them, that was just something that we always did. We'd play school. And I've also played softball since I was 8, as well as basketball, soccer, a little golf, and I really love watching hockey. So when I babysit, I like to take the kids outside and play those sports with them, or teach them how to play if they don't know how. And when I was growing up, my grandmother was a huge baker, so she really taught me to love cooking and baking, so that's something else that I enjoy teaching as well as doing.
Nice. Why are you interested in being a nanny?
I'd love to be the great nanny that you're looking for because I think I'm still a child at heart. I'm the youngest child in my family, so growing up I always knew what it was like to be the little kid, and I think that's still a part of who I am now. Whenever I'm around kids, you can always find me drawing with them or playing hide and go seek or peekaboo with them, and it's just something that I love. And I think it's really important to show kids new games and activities because it broadens their horizons, and especially outdoors. When I was younger, I was really close in age with my neighbors, and during the summer, almost every single night we'd be outside playing hide and go seek, and that's where some of my fondest childhood memories were made.
What can you offer that someone else can't?
I think that I'm very experienced. Like I said, I've been babysitting for the past 7 years, and over the course of those 7 years, I've babysat for more than 10 or 15 families that have different amounts of kids that are different ages and different genders, and I think that's taught me a lot. I also think that I'm very responsible and dependable. When it comes to doing errands or household chores, I'm always very organized. I always make sure that there's enough time to run the errands, to do the laundry, to wash the dishes, or anything else that needs to be done. And I really enjoy when the younger kids look to me for advice, whether it be something like homework or something new they want to try or anything else.
Tell me about a difficult child or a set of children you have watched, and tell me how you handled it.
Well, actually, over the past 6 years, on and off, I've been babysitting for this one family with 3 children, and they're very rowdy. And when they were younger, about 6, 5, and 1 years old, they're very physical with each other, and now they're 12, 11, and 7, and they're still very physical, if not more aggressive. And unfortunately, the mom never thought of it as a big deal, and I didn't want to overstep my boundaries and act as their mother, but it always pained me to watch them inflict so much pain on each other. So what I did was address each problem with a solution that I thought was simple to explain as well as understand. For example, in the morning, they would want to have cupcakes for breakfast, and I would tell them that it's really important to have a healthy meal, each meal, especially breakfast, because it's the most important meal of the day. And when they started to get really physical with each other inside, I would take them outside. And what I noticed is that when they go outside, they kind of want to play on their own, so they're not all over each other. But then if they do decide to play together, they do it in a very civil manner.
Sometimes my daughter will come home from school and be sad and say she felt left out during recess or lunch that day. What would you do or tell her to make her feel better about feeling lonely?
I think what I would do is when I dropped your daughter off or picked her up from school, I would talk to some of the other mothers or nannies that I saw and get their information and ask them if maybe they wanted to do a carpool. And I know when I was younger in elementary school, I did a carpool, and it just helps you meet new kids, whether it's boys or girls, and be in the same grade as you or not in the same grade as you. And I'd also show her new games and activities to play that I used to play in elementary school, like hopscotch or freeze tag. And I think that by doing this, I could encourage her to branch out at, say, recess. And she could teach the kids in her class how to play these games, which would help her make more friends and feel less lonely and hopefully be more confident as a little girl.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.